going on, everyone? It's Will with the Maryland and Delaware Group of Long and Foster Real Estate. And today I am doing our episode of our Shore Home Spotlight here with the owner of SBYMMA and Fitness, Brandon Hudson.
How you guys doing today?
So I just wanted to ask you a few questions. We've been friends for a while, and I'm surprised that I actually haven't asked you a lot of these questions. So I'm excited to hear the answers. Aside from everyone else getting to hear them for the first time, potentially. So I guess my first question for you is, how long have you been practicing martial arts?
We're going on year 15 now. So I started off back around like 08, 07, 06, somewhere in that realm. And it was just to lose weight. I've tried the gym thing. I've tried personal trainers. I've tried all these other, ways of trying to get in shape and things like that. I grew up an athlete playing sports, and I was also no stranger to violence either in some of the neighborhoods I was growing up in and hanging around. So, that's the only thing that I really responded to and that kept me coming back was the MMA style, circuit style training workouts and stuff like that. So, started it, back then, almost 15 years ago, and then one thing led to another and kind of progressed quickly, and then I tried to try my hand at it and give it a shot.
Nice. So did you ever get any trophies in high school for like track and street or?
No. I grew up, I played football, basketball, baseball. I played football for high school, and then, basketball and baseball pretty much for like, Salvation Army and Little League and stuff like that.
What high school?
Waukesha High. Yep, I've been a native.
Go Indians.
Yes. I've been a native of Salisbury all my life. And, so I played those sports, and, obviously we played neighborhood pickup games and things like that. And boxed in the neighborhoods, and, thought we were boxing at least. And we, I was a boy. I was a boy's boy.
Yeah.
Did boy things, rough, tough, racing, all the things. And, no trophies. I didn't get my first trophy until I won my first championship inside the cage.
What a hell of a trophy, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So when did you have like the realization that you wanted to open your own gym?
Well, a series of things happened in my life. I was down a path that I necessarily wouldn't advise anyone to go. And, I had already competed, a handful of times. I had a couple of successes, majority of losses. And, that was where I was at. And I kind of gave up fighting and training. And, my extracurricular activities that I was involved in caught up with me. And so I had a moment of clarity where I had to kind of realize what I needed to do with my life. And the best thing for me was, hey, look, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to train fighters, be a personal trainer, and try to like open up a gym or maybe be a part of a gym or something like that. And then, just like anything else, entrepreneurs, they jump off the cliff and ensemble their parachute on the way down, and they start to figure things out as they go. And next thing you know, one door and one opportunity led to another, and you just keep plugging away as entrepreneurship, as business owners, and anything, fighting, the gym, real estate.
Yeah. And
it just led me to one door after another, one opportunity after another, and lo and behold, we were able to pull off this magnificent facility and program that we have.
Nice. And actually, I'm glad that you mentioned that, because it kind of leads into my next question was, what was the time frame from the time you jumped until your parachute opened?
I don't know if it's open.
I
think we're still
descending.
Still
pulling that cord?
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's a great question. I would have to say, in all reality, I think it was that first year, where there was a lot of reconfiguration and reprogramming of myself, and a lot of personal growth and personal soul searching, which led me to learn more about myself, more about how to lead a family, more about how to lead, my clients, more how to lead my fighters, more how to lead people in the gym. Then now we're leading a gym, and it just kind of progressed. So I think that first year and a half was really where the rewiring went. And I don't know about the whole parachute thing, but I can tell you about 3 months in, when I finally was able to pay my bills and at least almost break even, which I considered a win at the time.
Yeah.
I think that was the moment it hit me. And then also, obviously, when I had some of the testimonies of the people that I was training and some of the members of what they were saying they were getting from our sessions and stuff like that. I am certainly not the most knowledgeable or experienced personal trainer out there. I believe I'm one of the most effective. So, you know, I'll give your dreams back to you, and I'll make you start believing in yourself really quickly.
Nice, I like that.
You see a little bit of that too.
Now, and I guess, you know, fast forward and back into the not quite the present day, but when you first started SBYMMA, I guess, you know, for that first year, people always say that, you know, when you're a businessman, when you're an entrepreneur, you know, that first year is the hardest. How many times do you think you wanted to give up that first year?
Man, I want to give up sometimes in year 9, 10.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Doesn't go away, man.
it just doesn't go away, man. It's you know, the bigger the pot, the more, you know, the more the problems, and the more people you manage, the more challenges and things like that. And I think it's important that you just go back to why you started in the beginning. You know, what was the purpose? You know, for me, it was never about making money. It was never about anything other than just improving the quality of people's lives, you know, through mindset and through fitness. So for me, it was one of those things where I had to just continue to focus on the process, focus on what this every day showing up, every rep, every round, every situation, good, bad, or indifferent. I knew that had a good place into where we were going and where that looked like in the grand scheme of things for the results. And we see them. We keep seeing results. We keep seeing wins. We keep seeing things happen. And I have to say, sometimes it just shocks me that I look back and I'm like, you know, how did I do this? Like, how did that happen? Because as entrepreneurs, we're never satisfied. So, you know, we get to one mountain, we climb that one mountain, we're looking at the next, you know, and we climb that next mountain, we're looking at the next. We never get a chance, in my opinion, to sit back and appreciate the view. And so sometimes I have to force myself to fall back and appreciate what we've done, not necessarily as far as what we physically built, but the community and the culture and the lives that we've impacted and the lives that we've changed in our community here. That's the most important part for me. That's the part that reminds me, like, there's no stopping, there's no quitting, there's no chance to sit here and say we're done, no packing it up. We're going to keep rocking, we're going to keep pushing, and we're going to make this thing, you know, a bigger and better than anything the Eastern Shore has ever seen.
Nice. Well, that's awesome, man. That's super inspiring to hear that, because very few folks I hear talk in the entrepreneurial world keep a level of humility like that.
Oh gosh, dude, I'm 1 or 2 bad months from losing it all. So
hey, man, I mean, you know, you're not entrepreneuring hard enough if you don't want to give up a couple times a day, right?
Yes, sir.
So do you like getting punched in the face?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No, I do not like getting punched in the face. It's not my favorite thing to do to go sign up for. I don't have a problem with it. And when it comes to training and competing, it's, you know, it's part of the job. Yeah. So I think everybody should get a good punching in the face, you know what I mean, and see what it feels like. It's funny, you know, I'll tell a side story real quick. You know, majority of the population has never punched anyone in the face or has gotten punched in the face. Yeah. That's not a normal thing, right? Yeah. But us guys in this world, we think that's something normal. Or, you know, you grow up in a couple bad neighborhoods or around a family of brothers, you think, you know, you and your brother's always fighting all the time. You think that's a normal thing. But the majority of folks have never punched nor gotten punched in the face. So for me, it's I don't mind it, but I don't necessarily care for it either. Yeah.
Now, I mean, do you like punching people in the face?
I love that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That's
nice.
That's a great feeling, especially when there's, you know, something on the line for it. You know, when I fought for my titles, it wasn't about me winning and look at me as champion. It was about me solidifying my spot as the authority in the marketplace. That was my real estate certification. That was my, you know, credentials to say, hey, you know, you can say all the things you want to say about me, but I do know enough MMA to get me a championship. Yeah. And I've had enough experience to do that. So, yeah, I love punching people in the face, but ultimately, it's obviously for a greater cause. Do I like hurting people? No, not at all.
Yeah. No. Now, would you let me punch you in the face?
For the right amount of dollars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now.
Or if you sign the waiver.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Now, would you punch me in the face even if I didn't take my glasses off?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I won't hit your glasses.
Cool. Oh, right. That's good to know.
Yeah.
So your aim's on point.
Sure.
Yeah. Now, Now that you've gained the success and the notoriety that you do have, do you ever feel like you're able to take your foot off of the gas, or at least set it on a cruise control for any period of time?
Well, no, Will. I'm not special, and don't believe the stuff that Don't believe your own press clippings. You know what I mean? It'd be easy for me to sit here and bask in the little bit of success that I've been able to acquire. I would love to walk around and say, look at what I've created and what I've built, but absolutely not. I am nobody special. You know what I mean? There's nothing special about me. I'm not even really good at martial arts, to be honest with you. In my opinion, I've seen a lot of really good martial artists come along the way. What I am is I am insanely and obsessively consistent. I'm committed to the things that I do and say. I will not quit. And ultimately, I'm chasing out the purpose and what I'm set out to do. So, when it comes to my success and all that, man, I just think and believe I'm just getting started. You know what I mean? I'm here to build other kings and queens. I'm here to build other leaders. So for me to be able to take my foot off the gas in that space, we're going to have an army of people like me that are carrying the torch and doing things at a higher level than I am, that I've been able to curate and create.
Gotcha. Yeah, so, and I guess more about the gym itself. So, tell me a little bit about, what you guys do here and what it looks like to be a member of SBYMMA Fitness.
So mixed martial arts, MMA, that's the umbrella. So underneath that, we have different programs. We have karate, we have Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, we have kickboxing, boxing, and wrestling. And we also have a couple of other different programs, like one-on-one programs where you can go with a coach of your choice. We have conditioning packages, we have women's only classes, we have kids programs, and we have different packages that we provide. Ultimately, the unlimited package is where everybody kind of steers to. And what that is you pay a membership fee, and you can take as little or as many classes as you'd like. We have over 55 classes a week on the schedule, and we're associated and partnered with Pure Fitness, which is the largest fitness club here around. So we have 6, I believe last time I counted, 6 or 8 different Pure Fitnesses on the Eastern Shore. So you'll have a membership with a multi-million-dollar club like them, and also you'll have a membership with us, and basically you have the ability to become the ultimate athlete. You know what I mean? And it doesn't even go just as far as combat sports either. We have a lot of non-contact classes. Majority of we're hovering over about 400 members right now. I would say probably 0.5% of them are actual fighters and competitors. Gotcha. Majority of the people coming here, they're learning, they're training, they're just wanting to get in shape. It's a culture, it's a community, it's a vibe in here, and ultimately you're testing yourself to your biggest opponent, which is yourself. So we do offer a lot. Yeah, no,
I've been friends with you for years, and I didn't know that you guys had that much going on. So that's awesome.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Now you say you train kids. What's the earliest age that you'll take?
We're taking them at 6 right now.
Okay.
We take them at 6, and we introduce them to the karate program first. That's a good program to learn etiquette, to learn kind of structure and discipline and stuff like that. And then once they turn 8, or they're kind of that special personality where they really latch on to the training we're doing. Once they become 8, they can take jiu-jitsu or they can take boxing. And then at that point, they can cross-train. They can take as little or as many classes. And we have kids in here that'll come in at 5 o'clock for the kids' class, do either karate or jiu-jitsu, get off the mats, run over to boxing, do that, get done with that, run over to kickboxing, do that, come back to MMA. I mean, we've got kids that I literally got to kick out of the gym. So, and adults too. So yeah. So at the end of the day, 6 is the youngest that we take them, and we've seen a lot of strong young leaders come out of this program.
That's awesome to hear, man. We definitely need as much of that as we can get. So, well, yeah, man. So I really appreciate you taking the time to just let me ask you a few questions. And if you're looking for something just to fill your time, whether you want to get back in shape, you just want to find something to commit to better yourself, consider reaching out to him to join his gym, or at least to see what he has to offer. Might have something to fit you too.
Thank you.